I was inspired by photos like these to make a shelf for a doll story I'm working on for a general store. This was the first picture I found, and I thought because it's supposed to be a classic older store, this was a good picture to work from. Yes, I'm making this out of mostly recycled materials. I colored those little thin wood panels with alcohol ink that I had for a long time. And I'm using these tongue depressor things, and I'm cutting them down to size that I want. And scissors are enough for this. It's a little difficult. You will need really good scissors for that type of job. I'm using mostly the shorter ones for this project. The longer ones you can make floors out of. And I wanted them to the correct size, so I used the panels that are all the same size to judge the size for how big they are supposed to be on the bottom. And then after that, I'm going to make shelving as well. This project did take 5 days, mostly of gluing time, because I did use regular school glue instead of the glues that take less time to dry, and I did have to put weight on this because the wood panels that I colored are so thin that they will peel up if you do not. And the good thing about this is if it's on the end and it's too long, you can just trim it down so they're all the same size. And you will need, because if you're using school glue, something to hold it up. If you're using faster drying glues, it won't be as bad. It only took a few hours for them to set, long enough for me to work on the next part. And I did work in phases, so I worked on several things on the same day and then glued them again. This is day 3. This is one of the longest projects I've ever done. And I'm just trying to judge the size and get everything correct. And then again, you have to keep everything down. I'm painting the ends. I did end up spilling that paint everywhere, which made it very difficult to dry because then it just soaked in, and this is cardboard and particle board, like stuff that I'm working with. And now I'm just going to put up the ends and glue everything together so it can stand on its own in a corner, and then I can have everything on top of it and all the little items in it. This is still not done because I want it to be more flush. I did end up adding 2 wood panels on the top so it would meld better, and these are the little items in the shop that would be for sale. So mostly glassware. This is for a general store. I will probably fill up those little containers and put labels on them for an added bit of cuteness. So what do you think about this project? All you really need is cardboard, tongue depressors, which are about $1 at the dollar store, and some glue and a little bit of paint, and you can do this project yourself. Scissors, and I would measure more than I did. I did have a little bit of wasted wood, and I'll probably find something to do with that on another project. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and tell me what other miniature crafts you would like to see me make. I did make those plates myself also.